Well, well, well. Hello there. Beautiful. We're back in the game. And let's see. Hey, Bird Moz. Good evening. Let's see what we can do. I kind of forgot what we did last time, so let me real quick check where we are at. So what did we do? I think the desert house, we didn't really. Hey, Blizzinam. Good evening, good evening. Shaggy Dog Cave we definitely didn't do since it's all new. So I'm guessing we might just check out all the new spots that we for sure have not checked. So let's do that. I think we did all of the stuff that we could do in town last time. Hopefully. Let's go to Shaggy Dog Cave. Well, why not? Why not? It sounds shaggy and doggy. Ooh. You spot a small cottage on the horizon with what looks like a work table in front of it. You discovered a new map location, Silversmith's house. Cool. We're not going to go there now, though. We don't get sidetracked. How's the sound, by the way? It feels like the music might be a little bit loud to me, but if it's all right on your end, then that's cool. Let's talk to Doc Alice here. Shaggy Dog Cave. That's a weird name. Certainly friendlier than Scorpion Junction or whatever. Welcome to Happy Kitten Gorge. Enjoy your stay. Oh man, I hope we find a Happy Kitten Gorge. Alright. You think it's mixed well? Good. Okay. I might just turn down my own audio over here then. Cool, cool. Alright. So let's enter Shaggy Dog Cave then, huh? What does it look like? The great thing about this is, like, I've played this game so long ago, I basically forgot about most of these locations. So it's almost like playing it new again, which is great. So what do you have to say about the cave? Boy, look at all these plaques on the walls. Think they're important? Probably not, but if you don't read them, you'll never know. Ugh. Alright, let's read them. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Plackwright. Okay. It's plaque number 1. What does this one say? Okay. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, a map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before the cows came home, I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Alright. Read the next one. Our equipment and provision consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware. My own collection of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt-fur. What the hell is a butt-fur? Alright, after traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Cy, who was satisfied with water. Oh, I walked right into that one, huh? Anyway. Read the next one. The barman provided our drinks as requested and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we'd care to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. That's what a butt-fur. Anyway. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt-fur and the entire basket of eggs. apart from one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Saya, after drawing of lots, to share. This cave goes on forever. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butfer, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months, rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. Really, this guy's concerned with length. Let's read the next one. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of dirt water, when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. Hey Bennos, thanks for the raid. Good evening. Just rate Turtle. Right. Exactly. Hey, how's your stream? Did you get grenaded to the face more and more even after I left? Probably did, right? Let's see here. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our tools. Probably happened quite a lot. I really liked watching it though. There's a certain satisfaction to watching grenades fly in your face. How's it going? West been treating you? We're in this cave that's full of plaques on the wall, and I don't know how long it's gonna go on. We just keep reading this story about these people. It's been any more peaceful so far. Well, so far we've just been reading, so it's good. It's good. It was quite funny that one time. It was funny all the time, honestly. But that's from a viewer's perspective, obviously. Our new encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed, and continued on our way. Glad to hear it's fun to watch, always. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by 2 identical seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gracefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar given that there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. Hey, leave the 2 hermits alone. Who says you have to be alone to be a hermit, huh? I don't actually know, maybe that is the definition of it. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agreed this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our butt fur, and we continued on our way, excited to finally be nearing our goal. I hope we're finally nearing our goal here. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave, carefully keeping our excitement in check. Lest we become incautious, we unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed shared the egg he had saved from our basket that had been stolen in dirt water. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. Come on now. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light sources with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered the antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. My God. Go west, Pet Shop Boys or Village People? I'm so unfamiliar with both of these. I really couldn't tell you. I say I want to pick Village People. You know. There's a plaque bolted to the wall. Okay, yeah. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engraved them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. Oh, Jim Plackwright, you hero. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with the excavation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy's shovel struck wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. Alright, this better be worth it now. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legends of Black Coal Jr. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest into our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Plackwright. Well, screw you, Jim. We went through this whole cave for nothing. Great. It's a hole, a completely empty one. Ah, boy. Well, at least we got a story out of it. I love this game so much for this sort of stuff. No, we don't want to read this whole thing again. But hey, they were successful, you know. Something, something, the real treasure, blah, blah, blah. Right, spare me that shit. I want some gold. Well, let's dance awkwardly right out of that cave. But look at how long this took. Look at how, actually how long this cave is. It's quite amazing. You probably don't have anything else to say, right? The aristocrats. What? Hey, never mind. Okay. I mean, I guess, right? It is an aristocrat's joke. What if the real treasure was the sip redeem you got along the way? Thank you, Tsuru. And welcome. 1 minute full walk and forth into the cave. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. So where can we go now? So Shaggy Dog Cave we've done. The Silversmith's house. Yeah, sure. Let's check that out for a moment. I don't remember if there's anything much to do here. But for now, I think we're just going to wander around a little bit and see. What do you have to say about this, Alice? It's weird that a silversmith would leave his tools out in the open like this. He probably got sick of making silver bullets for people. That's all anyone wants silver for these days. I imagine it's real demoralizing if you fancy yourself an artist. Ah. The sign says, silver bullet making apparatus. Help yourself. Help myself then. The workbench has a little burner and crucible for melting silver things and some bullet molds. It seems pretty straightforward. There's also a vise, so you could smash silver bullets into needles if you wanted to. Okay. I don't know if I really want to do that yet. I don't quite remember if we need those. We probably do, though. Let's enter the house, though. Oh, the door's locked. Well, we do have a needle. I suppose we're going to pick this. Get inside and see what happens here. Okay, we can... Oh. We got a spittoon, boys. We got a spittoon. All right, hold on to your butt cheeks for this one. A spittoon. At least it looks like a spittoon, but it's next to the bed. It might actually be a bedpan. investigate it. Well, really, I mean, if it's just a spittoon, that's bad enough. But it might be a bedpan, and that would be way worse. Investigate it. I feel like maybe you aren't getting what I'm saying. We're talking about an object that someone probably uses when they wake up in the middle of the night and can't be bothered to walk to the outhouse. And the best you can hope for is maybe they only use it to spit nighttime tobacco juice into. In which case, it's only full of rancid, congealing tobacco spit. I'm investigating it. Are you even listening to me, or are you just sort of skimming past the text? Bedpan. I'm pretty sure there's treasure in there, and you aren't stopping me. Bedpan! Shut up. I'm investigating. Okay, fine. Have it your own way. Your own filthy, disgusting way. It turns out to probably not be a bedpan, but it is definitely a spittoon, and it is definitely filled with rotting brown spit. Fish around in it. What is wrong with you? Bite me. Oh, good God. Okay. You plunge your hand in up to the wrist. It makes a gloop noise and breaks the thin skin of congealing toxins that was previously keeping the dire smell in relative check. Now you're choking in a miasma of oily, bitter chaw stink. You know that feeling you get when you're about to puke? How you get that taste way back in the rear corners of your mouth? That metallic tang by the root of your tongue like you're sucking on a corroded old penny? Just tell me what I found already. You found a filthy, slime-covered old brooch. Are you happy? I bet you're gonna put it on without even washing it first. We got a revolting brooch. Maybe I will, so there. Beautiful. What does the brooch do? Ooh, that's actually not bad at all. +2 for everything. What do we have on our lapel right now? Let's see. I don't even know which items go on the lapel. Oh, well, I'm blind. So we have the replica sheriff badge right now. No, we're going to put on the revolting brooch. Definitely. That was so worth it. It was so worth it. Twin bed. The Silversmith must have been a bachelor or a half-width guy with a half-width spouse. The bookshelf contains like 90 copies of Johnny Tremaine. There's something weird about it though. It's too neatly organized, like maybe the guy was hiding something. We're gonna search. Tucked behind one of the books, you find a small envelope filled with receipts. About half of them are from a shop called the Silver Plater. He was crooked. The Silversmith was selling cheap fakes. Oh well, he's gone now, and so are most of his customers. No sense in stirring up trouble at this point. You write down the location of the shop. Might come in handy. Alright, we got the shop. This shelf looks pretty picked over. Got some stuff there. Still can't do safe cracking. What does partner have to say? Can't say I hold with breaking and looting in a fella's place. Nah, look at the dust all over everything. This guy checked out ages ago. Well, if you say so. I do say so myself. Okay, that's the Silversmith's house done. Let's see, what else do we have? We got the railroad camp. That's kind of main story stuff. So I'm gonna go there later. We could go there now, but I want to hold off on it. Let's go to the professor's house, actually, because we found this shiny alien tool, and this guy might know something about it. A wave of heat hits you from behind. You turn around to see a hellcalf pawing the ground and eyeing you with ill intent in its dead black demonic eyes. We're gonna fight it. Ooh, look at this guy. Alright, deploy a snake. Shoot it. Ooh, this thing does a lot of damage. Well, let's just keep going. And let's hope Doc Alice is gonna heal me enough if I need to. But I don't even need to. Useful snake, right? Little s. Your sacrifice was not in vain. Okay, we got some meat, got some experience. Extra thick leather. Beautiful. beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of the desert. Look at all these glue drinkers in chat. Oh, man. Beautiful. I love that emote so much. So Boop Sock doesn't really... I already forgot we named this thing Boop Sock. Good lord. How could I? To partner. This is where that oddly beeping device led us. It looks like a perfectly ordinary house to me. Maybe it's weirder inside. Let's check it out. Oh, look at this guy. This is the professor. Excuse me, my name's Jay Holiday. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the professor. There's something I can do for you. Well, I found this bleeping gizmo and I sort of followed the bleeping and it led me here. Well, I'll be. It certainly led you to the right place, young man. This is El Vibrato technology and I happen to be as much an expert as anyone alive today. El what now? El Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person though, just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens or genius pre-humans or an entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of investigation, it's impossible to say, isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleeping gizmo. Well, give him the device. Aha, as I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El Vibrato technology and homes in, you see? That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with a transponder for a bit and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. We got the El Vibrato transponder. Swipe? Now I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to abandoned El Vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what? From the El Vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean, just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at a perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of El Vibrato tech, but searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it. I get ya. Right, you're the adventuresome type, so bring me back whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, they'll benefit both of us. Alright, deal. Great, first priority will be to get my Keystone Fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, see? So if we can make our own, that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that much. Roger that. Cool. So we're handling alien tech now. Are we gonna get El Vibrato gun that'll make enemies vibrate? Maybe. I hope we don't get some other El Vibrato tech if you catch my drift though. This is the professor's Keystone Fabricator. He's waiting on some parts to finish it. Hint, hint. This dresser contains 10 instances of the same exact shirt and 20 identical socks. Doesn't look like this guy sleeps very much. These books are all about concepts too advanced for you to even recognize. I mean, it can still have some use, right? What do you think of this guy, Doc? He seems alright, I suppose. Got kind of a strange hobby. Yeah. A map annotated with circles and lines. These books are so boring, it's a wonder the shelf isn't full of holes. This appears to be an extremely powerful magnifying mirror, basically an inside-out microscope. Cool. Got some experience for that. Microscopic mites that live in your eyelashes seem to be getting along just fine. The professor's toilet isn't in very good repair. Flush it. Gain 1 experience. Whee! Alright. Cool. Looks like we're done over here. So whenever... I don't quite remember how these El Vibrato things actually work. I guess we're going to find that out down the line. Old mission. Let's go there. You round a corner in a box canyon and find yourself face to face with a pyrobov. You're boxed in. Let's fight it. Ooh, Doc Alice. Took a heavy hit there. Okay, okay. We're okay. For now. Yeah, we're looking good. Easy. One less pyrobov terrorizing the countryside. Brass bowl ring. Right, the old mission. What is this all about? Doesn't look to be anything outside here. What do you have to say? Alice glances up at the bell towers of the mission. I'll just stay out here if it's all the same to you. I'm a woman of science, and I've got all the religion I need right here in this flask. Fair enough. Oh, look at this. Aw. Look. Pew. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. Get it? You're not a priest, so you shouldn't mess with any of this stuff. Shame. So who are you? Sorry, the catacombs are off limits. But I've always wanted to see a catacombs. Not without Sister Mary's permission. Which she's the only other nun here. Aha. Okay. Can't go there. Let's slide our ass over to Sister Mary. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took him. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down, okay? What happened? Our holy relics. The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The cardinal will be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name is Jay. Now, what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Wait. She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked in her sleeve. Oh no, wait. Do they call you Memento? Okay. No, they do not. Alright, sorry. So what happened? The saints. Oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came out of the catacombs, all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics? Yes, and they aren't recovered. And if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh. How much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, so it's probably not all that urgent, but still. Alright, I'll get them back for you. Nice joke, though. Oh, no. It's all so tiresome. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you gonna have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous, too. I mean, probably? If black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out? Oh dear, the cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this. But go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Okay. It's an empty relic case with a spot for a skull. An empty relic case with a spot for a pelvis. Okay. And an empty relic case with a spot for a finger bone. So we're gonna have to go down there. Good luck down there. And see what these guys are all about. This coffin looks like it was hauled down here fairly recently. I'll look inside. It's empty. Curious. Look at this pile of skulls here. It's a precariously balanced pyramid of skulls. They're all riled up and twitching. Kick it over. Are you sure? There's a lot of them and they're really mad. Maybe angering all of them at once isn't a great idea. Kick 'em. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a terrible idea. Holy crap. Wow. Oof. I guess you shouldn't mess with a pyramid of angry skulls. That's the takeaway in this one. To be fair, game told you. That's right. What do I know? Okay, so I got angry and lost the fight and passed out. We already know about this. All right.